Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Happy Bank Holiday Monday. Make the most of it because it's the last one now till Christmas. I'm going to try and make the most of it, but I have things to do as usual. I've got lots to talk about obviously because I've not been about, do apologise, but I've been rather busy. I've been ill, I've had a lot of time off in the last 6 weeks obviously because of passing of my mum, sorting out the house, inheriting the 3 cats, which we'll talk about them, we'll talk about the Avery, talk about work, a little bit, not a lot because, well I can't. I can a little bit. So first of all, what I noticed when I got back from a week away in Kent last week was the girls' picnic bench out the front was broken, which apparently their cousin Bobby did. So I have an abundance of timber lying around, as you well know. So I'm going to find some matching timber and I'm going to fix the bench. That's the first thing I'm going to do on Bank Holiday Monday. Then, I don't know, other things, definitely other things. Do the bench first, might even give it a lick of paint. Job done. Just got to give it a little bit of a sand down now, and well, only a little bit, and then find some paint and give it a paint. Solid. Turned out right that. I was actually going to replace the whole thing to reduce the surplus timber that I have in the garden, but I've got other things to do and I couldn't be bothered. So there it is, all fixed. You wouldn't even know it was broken. Clever daddy. Job done. Right, now I'm going to go and check out what them cats are up to. Right, okay, so like I said, in my video a few weeks ago I mentioned about inheriting cats. So one of the hardest things when my mum passed away in July was the fact that she had 4 cats. Now they're all sisters, not from the same litters, but they're all sisters, they all live together. Rehoming them was going to be a problem, so we spoke about it, me and my 4 brothers, and there was, like I said, there's Missy, Kizzy, Tallulah and Safi. Now my brother's got Safi and no one else could take the others, so we decided to take all 3 on. Now I'm not really a cat fan, not a dog fan, not a cat fan obviously because I've got an aviary full of birds, which makes it a bit of an issue. But I thought, well, I've got to try because no one else could help at the time. So this is how we're kind of getting on at the minute. So we've got the girls down here, I'll turn around. So the girls down here, which one's that, Rosie?
That one's Missy.
So which one's your favourite?
I like Kizzy.
Kizzy's your favourite. Where's Kizzy's not here at the minute? Where's she gone? She's gone in the living room, isn't she?
Okay.
I think she might be asleep. So why is Kizzy your favourite?
Because she's got a little hump. She doesn't act like Misty. Just like she's not going outside. She's staying inside, and she likes to stay inside and stay with people inside and not outside with us and
Bless
stuff.
you.
And like a trampoline.
She does, doesn't she? But you like having the cats, don't you? Look, she's into my feet now. So one of my main concerns obviously was the aviary, which they kind of like, I think they realise they can't get to them, but as a precaution we've spoke to the girls and everyone else in the house, but we usually feed like cucumber and bits of toast and stuff along the edge here, which we said we're not going to do anymore, but I might actually build like a little shelf thing, because obviously they sit down there and they're quite eager, but they haven't really made an attempt to jump at the aviary yet, which is a bonus. So yeah, so that's Missy. So she is the oldest of my mum's cats. She, I think, is around about 14 years old. Now, bear in mind, like I said right at the beginning, a few weeks back, these are all house cats. And they've been house cats all their lives, but they were never going to be house cats. We can't because our house is open. So for the first 5 weeks, they were indoors. And then we decided we have to let them out because it's too hot, having no windows and doors open. They wanted to go outside. So last week, we tested to see how it would go. And it went all right, didn't it, girls?
They are coming outside.
So Missy is the most adventurous one. She's actually gone out the garden. She's ventured over the shed and over neighbours' gardens and stuff and under decking. But she's always come back, isn't she, Rosie?
Yeah.
So like I said, they've been out for over a week now, and Kizzy hasn't even left the garden. Missy doesn't really leave the garden now. Now she knows she can go out the garden, she tends to just hang around on the patio, don't she, Rosie?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to go and find the other two now, which I know one of them is in. So one main concern is the fact that we're going to have to trial a rehoming of Tallulah. Now, it's been 6 weeks and she won't come out from behind the sofa. I did take her down the shed for a week and she would come out at night time, she'd purr, she'd be licking and just annoying. So I don't think she likes children, because we went on our annual camping holiday last week, no, not last week, week before. And whilst we were away, Emma's mum was here and she was coming out at night time, getting fussies and stuff. She's been out a little bit, but you know, 6 weeks is a long time for a cat to sit behind the sofa. So I'm going to go and check out, see where she is now. So Kizzy, there she is in her favourite spot, which is up there on the stand thing that I've got from Mum's house. But the main concern is Tallulah, because where's Tallulah, Rosie? So basically Tallulah just sits behind the sofa all the time. Let's have a quick look. Where is she? She's down there, don't want to disturb her too much, but she don't come out, does she?
No, she didn't come out the other day.
She does come out a little bit, but she gets scared and goes back in there very quickly.
Yeah. Give her that much.
Oh, and also, Rosie stuck her hand down the back of the sofa. What did she do to you?
Scratched me in like 5 different places, I think.
Rather upset her. So yeah, like I said, with Missy and Kizzy, it's going fine, but one of Emma's, the people Emma cares for, is going to take Tallulah on. I think she just needs, like what she had with my mum, which was like a lady on her own with no children, because it just does seem to be, as much as it's not their fault, is it, girls?
No.
Not your fault, but it does seem to be that she doesn't like children. So hopefully next week, Emma's had to go ahead from her boss, take her around, give a trial run. Like I said, she's a house cat. They are very well trained with a litter tray. I haven't put it outside today. What's annoying is they spend a lot of time out in the garden and then decide to go in there and use a litter tray, which stinks. So I brought it outside today. They've been using it. I've done what it said on the internet of like scattering some soiled litter all around the garden. And well, they're not using the garden. I don't want to use the garden. I want to use other people's gardens, not mine. So yeah, that's the cats. Like I said, didn't want cats, but I have cats. So they like cats, don't you? Seriously, honestly, you'd think they've never been fed before. These actually get fed really well, the birds do. So do the rabbits, so do the cats. They're just all greedy. The only one's not greedy is Lucky, bless her. She's fine, absolutely. She even laid an egg the other day, bless her heart. But no, they're absolutely fine. A little bit overcrowded though. Really am overcrowded now. I need to, well, I was going to try and get rid of some this weekend, but it didn't happen. So next weekend, definitely at least 12 to 15 birds going, a mix of both. I've currently just got the one fledgling budgie about to jump ship up here, and I've got a handful of eggs in an end box over there, but other than that, nothing else. So I've just cleaned them out because I'm back to work tomorrow. But yeah, everything is fine in here apart from the overcrowdedness. So yeah, no concerns at all. The only concern I do have, obviously, like I said, is the cat problem. I've just been in there cleaning it out and the cat's just like up and down, up and down. It's like, how can I get in there? You ain't getting in there, Missy, no chance. Don't know where she's gone now. Also, about 6:30 on the Saturday morning, I came out here for a cigarette. Not giving up yet, trying. And there was a sparrowhawk literally sat just here. And then he just went off up there into that big tree, and he got saw off by about 15 magpies, because there's a lot of magpies around here. A lot. They're just like, and seagulls. Sounds like Skegness. So yeah, that's the aviary sorted and up to dated and fed, and well, like I said, it looks like they've never been fed before, but they've been fed loads and loads and loads. Right, do some washing. Washing. Right, okay, and that is literally about it for a bank holiday. Nothing special, just chilling at home, which I've done quite a lot of lately, and I really need to get back into work. As I've said many times before, I don't actually get paid for sitting at home. I'm paid by an agency, which means I only get paid for the days I work. So since my mum died in the middle of July, I've had quite a lot of time off. I mean, quite a lot. I had a few days off before she died, a week off after she died, and then I also had a really bad chest infection. Really bad. I mean, I was like, I couldn't smoke or vape for 2 or 3 weeks. So yeah, it wasn't the most pleasantest in the world. And I also had a rash which came from work. It was from like aluminium filings, and I had a rash like all over like the middle of my body, and it was just horrible. I had to have steroid cream for it for like 2 weeks, and eventually it's slowly gone away. So I'm not cutting any more aluminium at work. Yeah, can't talk about work though. Well, I kind of can because it's my work, but you know, work's great. I'm not with the boys this week. I'm doing other stuff. I'm here, there and everywhere, and I might join them up in a week. So it's the first time, well, since February. Obviously the team's been growing, but I'm not going to be with them this week, so it's going to be weird. So I'm probably going to be stuck in a travel lodge somewhere in London and then somewhere else, and I don't know, because I don't know nothing until later on tonight. But yeah, I'm not going to be able to talk about bits of work, but not other bits. I'll also get myself in trouble. So yeah, thanks for watching. Like I said, I apologise. It's been a mental few months since Mum passed away. But like I said, also being ill, and 2 weeks ago on our annual camping holiday, which I was going to record, and the girls are really gutted that I didn't, which I should have done really, because it's a memory that I like, you lot like, and obviously the girls like, but I just didn't. It was quite eventful. We didn't go to Skegness, we actually went to Weymouth, which was really good actually. It was on a very, very hilly, it was 50-50 whether I was actually going or not, because of losing so much money at work. I was actually going to go work and let Emma and the kids go, but I'm glad I did, because it was a very hilly place to get into in Weymouth with its own private beach. And on the first night it poured down rain and we just couldn't get out, so we had to tractor pull Gertrude up and out of the park, which was quite fun. And then a few days later she was parked outside the camp, which is quite a hilly area, and she ran out of diesel. Well, she didn't run out of diesel, she thought she'd run out of diesel, but she in fact hadn't, but because she was sitting like that, she thought she was out of diesel. So all of us with the big burly boys, we just could not push Gertrude out and back onto a straight. So we got pulled out by a pickup, and eventually she turned over, a little bit priming of the priming bubble thing. But yeah, it was eventful, it was really fun. It was 3 hours and 10 minutes to get there, 7 hours nearly to get home because of road closures and stuff. So now I'm trying to get back on straight and narrow, get back into work so I can start doing stuff at home. I've got loads to do. I've got like loads of rubbish down this corner that I need to sort out. I've got loads of crap down there. I've still got a bifold door sitting down by the gate. I've got all manky timber up on the bike shed that I need to sort out. I need to sort out the bike shed because that's disgusting. And then I actually want to move in here and do some stuff because I really want to soundproof it because of neighbours. Really annoying. So I need to get everything back to bare bones or whatever and insulate it and then clad it inside, and yeah, because that's something I need to do. And we also need to have a massive clean up in here, because last night I sat there on the sofa watching a TV series that I'm watching called Justified with Timothy Oliphant, and he's one of my favourite actors. It's really, really good. But I sat there and I just kept getting distracted by like the shadows above the TV. I went over there, and hopefully Emma won't watch this, or the girls, because they don't like spiders, but this is what I found on top of the TV. No, big spiders. Didn't bother me, you know what I mean? I still turned off, went to sleep, not a problem. So yeah, that's just how it is. Yeah, like I said, everything's about the cats. Obviously the cat situation is a massive new thing to us. Like I said, I'm not a cat lover. I have birds, I have an aviary. I'm still worried, you know, every time they're sitting there wagging their tail, just looking at the birds, I'm thinking, I've only got to get one claw onto a bird. They haven't attempted to yet. In fact, the sparrowhawk gets closer than cats do. So fingers crossed they don't. So thank you for watching this kind of nothing bank holiday video, but I just wanted to let you all know that I am fine, safe and well, and I do miss making videos, so I need to just get myself on my feet, back into work, get my head in gear, and then can start making videos, because I've got lots to do, lots and lots to do. And then all of a sudden it's, well, Halloween, and then Christmas. So, and the elves will be back. God, that comes around so quick. So thanks for watching. I need to go and sort the girls out, because Emma's gone to a party or something, I don't know. But I've just left them home alone. But they're all a lot older now. They can manage without me for at least 10 minutes. I shall see you in the next one, whenever that will be. Soon, promise. Good night. A good night. It's 4 o'clock. It has not been a good day for dry and washing. Not at all.